What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. This video I want to discuss Saby leaving Twitter, what this means for the leaker kind of community, really going forward once he gets back. So recent news. This was like a day or two ago at this point, and Saby's actually, for us in the Arkham community, if you guys are here for Arkham community or just in general, he's been pretty darn solid. A lot of people go to him for a lot of leaks in general, and he again. Like all leakers, they've been proven true, they've been proven false. They've kind of gone up and down for sure. But a few days ago, taken down Twitter. So he took down his Twitter and posted on his Discord that basically when he comes back, leaks are probably a thing in the past. So let's read what Saby wrote on his Discord. Hey all, I deactivated the Saby Twitter account. It is not permanently gone, and do not be worried. I deactivated it because I will not be leaking Nintendo company trade information again. It'll mean that when I reactivate the account, it'll be a slightly fresh and revigorated for non-leaked tweets such as my journalism, reviews, memes, etc. I hope you understand when I reopen my Twitter, I will likely post invites again. Now, specifically from like the Arkham community, this kind of sucks, right? And actually, just in general, leaking again like the leaker community. I don't know if that's like a thing in general, but we've covered leaks on this channel quite a bit over the last couple months. I've actually really enjoyed doing it. I like doing it, and Saby is always an individual that I go back to. And again, like especially with a lot of stuff. I mean, he's very notorious for Nintendo stuff. This is not the first time that he's gotten in trouble for leaking Nintendo kind of things. They definitely know who he is. They've definitely targeted him, and they've told him multiple times to stop doing it. And you know what? At the end of the day, I understand that. I'm not necessarily here to like back him up and say like everything he's done is right, because at the end of the day, if they don't want him publishing the stuff and he does it anyway, there's something that you need to take responsibility for. But in terms of like our enjoyment and our like just again us as individuals that say, hey, is there anything on this or that? We made a video on like Mario Kart, which I believe he had a leak for a few weeks ago, talking about how there could be a Mario Kart in 2020. And again, even Arkham, going back to like the Game Awards and going back to the fall in general, a lot of people, when they like say like it was I've seen people say this, like it was confirmed by Saby, it was confirmed like over and over again for all of these different things. And while maybe you're jumping again to like the conclusion there that like, oh well, because he said it, like it's absolutely true, although I don't necessarily think that should be a thing that you do, still lots of people do it, and lots of people definitely respect the guy. It kind of sucks. Now specifically, and I've seen articles talking about this, and it seems like the general focus is, and again he even wrote it, that when he comes back, it's not going to be, he's not going to talk about, he even wrote in the Discord, right? Not Nintendo, but then he kind of talked about it being a non-leak account anymore, just in general, talking about, again, journalism, reviews, stuff like that. That would be a big blow, to be quite honest with you, because there are a couple of leakers on social media in general. I would say Jason Schreier of Kotaku, he's probably the biggest one because he is such a well-known name. He does break some pretty big stories, but he doesn't do it all that often, and there's some big stretches in between it. And again, everybody kind of knows who he is, but there's not that many people. Besides that, a lot of people sometimes get their leaks from Reddit, which Reddit can definitely be just a literal flip of the coin. Some things on Reddit or some people that post over there can end up being true. Some are just absolutely just made up. And we've even gotten examples that we've talked about on the channel just over literally a couple months and a couple different picks of what I wanted to talk about leak related. It's again definitely a coin toss. So the fact that we're losing Saby pretty much, again, only Nintendo, but then they also say like they're not going to do leaks at all. So I don't know where that stands. Kind of sucks, specifically if we're talking about us, we're talking about the channel, the Arkham community. I mean, Arkham does seem to have quite a few leakers, but I don't necessarily trust almost any of them. We all know how I feel about that James Sigfield. I have nothing against really any of them, but it does suck to lose one of them. And again, from a larger gaming perspective, I mean, again, I can go back and forth like whether I would want to defend, and like I just said, like at the end of the day, you have to take responsibility for what you've done, and if they didn't want you to say, not even Nintendo, anybody, if they don't want you to say something, or if you're breaking some sort of code or law or policy or whatever to get that information, then you are at fault, okay? At the same time, from a community standpoint, leaks are good. Leaks are fun. Leaks are actually very beneficial, right? We've seen it even honestly from the Arkham community. If this game was just kept completely silent, if there was nothing, not a single thing talked about this game, I don't know if it would have the community it has now. I truly would actually honestly like stack up a big part of why there's a community of Arkham, specifically because there are leaks to keep people going. Now, it's not like to say like a game gets announced and then it goes silent for like 2-3 years and then it comes out. Or a game like The Last of Us Part 2, which gets announced, but then it's like 3.5 years till it comes out because you know it's real. And even the in-between time, even between like Last of Us Part, you know what I mean? It's just different. But for games like this, or leading up to like a game's announcement, it helps build interest in it. It just flat out does. I mean, look at the leaks for the Harry Potter thing, the Harry Potter game. That's a really good example, right? Whether or not that game ever existed in the first place or ever comes out, even if it does or it doesn't, still, it was massive, and maybe people saw that. Maybe some publisher out there saw that, say that if it didn't exist in the first place. Some publisher could have seen that, or Warner Bros. Could have seen that and said, oh my God, like, it wasn't actually real. This was something that was not supposed to get out to the public, but look at what happened because of it. I think we have a good amount of information that maybe if we made a game like this, or we made a Harry Potter game in general, it would do probably really well. So they do definitely have their benefits. I mean, 100% they have their benefits. So again, losing a notable leaker for a few weeks for now, and then when he comes back, again, if there's just no leaks that he's going to do anymore, we are losing something as a gaming community, and it does honestly truly suck. So guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think this is a big deal? Do you think this could have like a ripple effect? That also impacts other leakers too, right? How much do other people get, the hammer dropped on them by these companies? And now that we've lost like a major one, are we going to get leaks on specific games, or some games just never going to get leaked anymore? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel podcast now. Hit that bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And thank you, as always, for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next video.